The FNAF movie. Let's talk about bears. And also bunnies and chickens and foxes and cupcakes. Five Nights at Freddy's. Good movie. Good stuff. I would describe the FNAF movie almost in the same degree as I would describe the Mario movie, ultimately, in the fact that if you're a diehard fan, you'll definitely get more out of this movie compared to if you're just an average moviegoer. You may not get as much out of it. There are so many references and jokes relating to the other games. It's actually funny. Like, even Springtrap appears in this, despite not appearing in the first game at all. The plot for this movie isn't really too complicated. Five Nights at Freddy's is a restaurant that was the location of a murder that happened years ago. As a result, the place had to get shut down. And now our protagonist has the task of working the night shift at this place. His younger sister, Abby, ends up tagging along with him, though, and, well, you know how in the game, the animatronics want to kidnap you and put you in a suit? They basically try doing that with her, ultimately. It's very similar to the first game in the fact that these animatronics are possessed by ghost children who were murdered by some unknown guy. Spoiler alert, it was this guy. The performances were really solid. I really liked Matthew Lillard as William Afton. I think he did a really good job, and I honestly think he stole the show. The woman who played Vanessa was also really good as well. I really believe this movie should be re-released with an R rating because there are so many moments in this movie that borderline are R-rated almost. There is a section in the movie, for example, where a character dies and half of their body just gets bitten off by one of the animatronics. And it's like shot in a way where it's like you can see the silhouette of it happening, but you don't actually see like the actual like gore itself. But there is still many moments like that throughout this film that if it was rated R, they would be able to have so much more fun with it and it would be so much more graphic. Of course, a couple FNAF YouTubers make cameo appearances in here. The cameos themselves in question are Corey X Kenshin, who is a taxi driver, and Matt Pat, who is a waiter at a restaurant. And yes, he even says his line. He even says the thing.
Thought it was breakfast.
Some people say that, but you know, it's just a theory.
Oh my god, he said it. He said it. He said it. I will say I think that the Corey X Kenshin cameo was definitely the funniest, mostly just because of the context. Another thing I really enjoy about this movie is the fact that they did a really good job at showing that the souls embodying these animatronics are children. There's actually a point in time when they all build a little fort inside of the restaurant, and I think that's a really cool way of showing off that, hey, these are still kids. I mean, yeah, they're inside killer robots that can kill you, but they're still kids ultimately. My only major complaint really is at the end when Abby draws a new picture that makes all the animatronics attack Springtrap. It's never really established that the pictures are able to do that. Sure, they say images have power and like images matter to kids and all that, but they don't really show flat out that images can control the animatronics. Like, that felt kind of like an asshole a little bit. My thing is that if they're going to make that be the way that Springtrap dies, I think it would have been cool if they actually had played with that concept a little more in the beginning, or maybe in the middle of the film, so that way when we see it here, it's not as a surprise, you know what I'm saying? It's not as surprising because we saw it being used earlier. Aside from that though, I personally really enjoyed it. I mean, I'm gonna give this a solid 3 on the what scale. Let me know what you guys think about this movie, and if you enjoyed it, and if you got anything out of it, and if you are looking forward to the sequels. Have a good day, peace and blessings, bye.